I suddenly wake up. It's morning. Wait, when did I fall asleep? Did I lose consciousness in that fight? There are no corpses or any other signs of battle in the area around me. Even the place itself is different. My memory's been cut off again. For now, it appears that I'm alive. But it doesn't feel real here. Is this just a dream? Am I really existing right here, right now? No matter how hard I try, I can't get that question off my mind. Can I trust my senses? I open and close my fingers. I can't tell. My sense of touch feels questionable and strangely off-kilter. I carefully take off my white leather gloves. Even so, I can't see very well. Is there something wrong with my eyes? I stretch out my hand, and as my fingertips crawl up my cheeks, I feel a hard, foreign body substance. Glasses? I push them up. My field of vision becomes bright. When I lower them again, I'm used to the sensation. It seems that I wear these mirror sunglasses every day. Can I not read without them or something? Perhaps they're anti-flash shades? I slowly take them off again and try looking one more time. I can see a crevice at the boundary between my left wrist and palm. It's a thin, artificial line. I force my fingertips to run parallel to that line as I crawl up it. It can't be. There's no doubt that it's an elaborately constructed artificial hand made of ceramic, metal, and organic plastic. I instinctively begin to remove the bandages wrapped around my left arm. It reveals a mechanical arm, still in the middle of being repaired. This arm is artificial? If that's the case, then am I actually human, or am I just convinced that I am? I don't even know what my own appearance looks like. I run my hand down my face. For a man, I don't have many masculine features. I don't have any facial hair, and as for the hair on my head, it hangs down from the back so it doesn't get in the way. I believe it's commonly known as sweatback hair. My face feels like it's flesh and blood, but I'm not getting my hopes up. There's no positive proof after all. Seeking proof that I'm real, I disrobe the upper half of my body and look down on my chest. There are many cruel scars sewn into it. There are new wounds with bandages wrapped around them, stained with trickles of blood. For now, I can feel relieved. If I were a machine, then I would have exchanged that section with new parts, and there would be no way I could have wounds like that. I've confirmed that at the very least that part of me is flesh and blood. I have a physical body. I'm living. In the crevices of my now relieved heart, another strange thought worms its way into my brain. When did I obtain a body? I have no memories of my past, of when I was born, of my parents, or of my boyhood days. I just know that I lost someone important. That's why I must have revenge, no matter what. It's the only vivid thing in my mind. The woman from earlier is sleeping right next to me, jutting out from the bed and looking like she could fall at any moment. Her eyebrows are scrunched close together, and she moans as if she's in pain. She's probably having a nightmare. But why was she sleeping with me? She's not someone I know, that's what I think. But from all present appearances, it seems that we have a very close relationship. I don't know this woman's name. Nevertheless, not only did I sleep in the same room as her, but I also let my guard down around her.
寒い.
The woman stretches her hand out. It seems she's waking up. She gropes the top of the bed. She's looking for something. She springs up, predictably startled. I reach for my hips on reflex, trying to grab my weapons. But the guns that should have been holstered there are gone. I trust her to the point that I let myself become completely unarmed around her. The instant I look at her, relief and sadness light up her face. Something shining forms at the corners of her eyes. Was she the one who treated the wounds on my chest?
ここにいてくれたのね.
She suddenly embraces me. My hands, which were extended to grab my gun, stop halfway. As a result, I accept the woman and embrace her. The smell of adrenaline fills my nasal cavities. Smell? If I can really smell, then it seems this nose is flesh as well. My right arm perceives the woman's weight and body temperature. And so, here I am, gently comforting this woman whose name I don't know. But the sensors in my left arm relentlessly analyze her current condition. Her fluctuations in stress, pulse rate, respiratory rate, and perspiration are displayed in real time as numerical units in my field of vision. The computer connected to some part of my cerebellum informs me that there's a 98% chance that this woman's behavior is genuine. Damned useless polygraph.
会いたかったの。探していたの。
Such ambiguous words, but that may be due to my damaged memory. Maybe I was in an accident, and as a result my brain was digitized and parts of my body were replaced by machines.
今までずっと。
Right now, I can't deny what she's saying. Rather than doing that, it might be better to ask her to fill in the blanks in my memories.
私はイシュタル。
Once the woman's body stops trembling, she separates herself from me and tells me her name. Ishtar. Somewhere within the domains of my memories, that name echoes like beautiful music. Ishtar. An uninhibited Babylonian goddess who ruled over love and bountiful harvests. She was also the protector goddess of Venus and the goddess of battle. She appeared in many myths. The most famous amongst them is the descent of the goddess Ishtar into the lower world. I see. If she's just as the myths say, then she certainly might be a suitable partner for me. It wouldn't be strange if in this kind of situation. Of course, I still need to be on my guard.
私はあなたと協力関係にある。
She says exactly what I predicted.
行き違いで敵対したこともあるんだけど、それでもあなたと私の敵は共通してる。
The enemy of my enemy is my friend, huh? At the very least, is she saying that we're allies right now? Of course, I also must question whether or not her words are really the truth.
信じてほしい。そして、
Ishtar grasps the pendant around her neck.
思い出してほしい。あなたが真になすべきこと。
As if her words were some kind of trigger, an image appears right before my eyes. The image is just a full moon. What's so important about that? Just as I try to ask Ishtar this, the moon starts to wane. It feels like I'm suffocating, like I've been submerged underwater. The Black Sea erodes the moon, and the darkness begins to turn red. The moon floating in midair is red, red, red! The sky, the world, everything is being dyed with blood. Was that the end of the world? Or was it someone else's?
そうだ。俺は。
Huh? A rooftop, the stench of iron, death, a dark crimson pond, me, someone else, the moon, a clover, a silver light. Words with no clear connection rise up one after another and then disappear.
いい？
When I come to my senses, the image has disappeared. My furious heartbeat has completely calmed down. Just what the hell was all that just now?
いい。
Ishtar once again calls out to me, saying what appears to be my name.
あなたは今何と戦ってるの？
What did she mean? Wasn't Ishtar herself the one who said that we had a mutual enemy?
今あなたが戦っている相手は本当の敵じゃない。あなたは本当の敵を見誤ってる。第一そんなことをしても彼女は帰ってこないのよ。
A sudden migraine assaults me. My vision is stained a dark crimson again. That's certainly true. Even if I kill that son of a bitch, it won't bring her back. But if that's the case, then where's the justice in this? In the first place, is Ishtar telling me the truth? Is it all right to trust her when I only have circumstantial evidence?
いい？
To try to confirm the validity of her information, I head for the nearby computer, but the second I try to connect to the net... What is this?
レム？ 紹介してくれてありがとう。バビロンの妖精レムだよ。よろしくね、ヒーくん。
Hebe? A fairy of Babylon? An ancient kingdom that prospered during ancient Mesopotamia. This is where the virtual world RPG Babylon got its name. It resembles reality, and yet is full of unreal pleasures, corruption, thrills, and suspense. Its tagline is, "Another reality that's not real." Babylon was created in 2027 by its managers, the hacker group Anunnaki. The creators and leaders were Anu, Ea, and Enlil, each named after gods of ancient Babylonia. Lem. A fairy-type shadow that serves as an unofficial mascot for Babylon. Shadow. Means shade, derived from the Old English word shadow. In psychology, it refers to the vulgar and brutal impulses of a person that they themselves don't realize exist, but are always subconsciously trying to suppress. In the RPG Babylon, it refers to the player's virtual self. As I go through topic after topic, the information seems to just flow into my head piece by piece. It seems that the biocomputer in my head is wirelessly linking to the workstation here and giving me a direct connection to a network.
レム、なぜあなたがここに？タルちゃん冷たい。レム呼ばれたから来たのに。そういうことじゃなくて。
Ishtar begins desperately moving things around, searching for something. At that moment, I realize that I left my guns at my bedside. I quickly retrieve them.
だって、レム寂しかったんだもん。バビロンから人が減っちゃったから。前はとっても賑やかだったのに。全部 X マークのせいなんだからね。それを言うならeXarchでしょ。そう、eXarch。レムちゃんと知ってたもん。はいはい。
eXarch, Greek word based on the Latin word for transcended leader. Also an international enterprise nicknamed EXCO that in 2029 lent a helping hand to Babylon, which was having trouble maintaining its enlarging infrastructure at the time. It has since expanded extensively into all sorts of ventures, particularly centered around computer networks, search engines, security, etc. They also have academic ambitions. Classification ranking SA1, market credibility extremely high. I see. Then what's the relationship between Babylon and eXarch? Due to eXarch's investment of funds and technical support, the number of Babylon's players skyrocketed, but because it wasn't profiting, eXarch dissolved its online game division in 2030. Ever since then, Babylon has been independently managed by the volunteer player group eDoc.
怒ってる人もいっぱいいるよ。みんなレムと同じでバビロンが大好きなんだ。
Angry people? The organization known as Code has repeatedly opposed eXarch from intervening with networks via cyber terrorism to attacks in the real world. I really am grateful at how I can download information with but a thought. Even though I've lost my memories and my personal experiences, I can still understand the current situation because of this. But even with this ability, I still have no idea what anyone else is thinking. The fairy tilts her head.
どうしたの？
Ishtar starts searching and turns around.
こんにちは、ヒーさん。
All of a sudden, a young woman suddenly appears in midair. Who is she? Just where did she come from?
あなたは。
Huh? Both Ishtar and Lem know this woman?
彼に何の用？
The woman called Ea throws a sharp scowl at Ishtar.
私はヒーさんに話があるのです。邪魔をなさらないで。エアさ 様ずるい。レムだってヒー君とお話ししたいよ。
Aya takes no notice of the furiously flapping fairy and looks only at me.
ヒーさん、あなたは私と同じようにバビロンにいるのです。
Babylon? The same virtual RPG that the hacker group Anunnaki created? And Aya was the god of water, a member of Anunnaki. Then, is this place, this world that I've thought up until now to be reality, actually virtual space? If I think that way, then it certainly would explain a lot of things. The crumbling sky, the suddenly changing scenery, the gaps in my memory. That's right. In the first place, Tokyo was an orderly city. Full of bright, beautiful parks. Of course, on the flip side, there were probably people who had done things worthy of guilt there too, but the majority of them were virtuous citizens who lived peacefully. It was completely different from that city I saw, which had no order whatsoever to speak of. And above all else, this rain. It's always raining, painting this world in shades of gray. But the current Tokyo is... Perhaps the blue sky doesn't reach this far? This hazy, rainy world where order has decadently collapsed is suitable for the game world of Babylon.
いいえ、この世界こそがリアル。
Aya, having anticipated my thoughts, says this.
そして、それは圧倒的な事実として、もう一つの世界に必然的に浸透していく。
そんなこと、ありえない。あってはいけない。エア様の言うことは本当。二つの世界は一つになる。
対立は終わり、リアルかバーチャルかの区別など、意味がなくなるのよ。
What's virtual will become reality? The two worlds will become one? That's complete bullshit. It's a single possibility, but it's not impossible.
もう抗うのをやめて、一緒にこの世界の発展のために貢献すべきだと思わなくて。
As she says this, Aya points her finger at me.
それにここは、サイバースペースは、もともとあなた自身の空間ではなかったかしら。
At that instant, torrents of information flow into me. He, an elusive being observing the world that appears in unexpected places at unexpected times, from Tokyo to New York to Berlin to Cairo to Sydney. He has performed miracles in all sorts of places that are connected to networks.
捕捉できません。
It is said there is no defensive wall that he cannot tear down, and that he doesn't even leave a single trace of his intrusions. He hasn't even posted a single message on a net forum.
信じられません。消え失せました。
With the exception of surveillance cameras, all eyewitnesses have been reported to have been met with unthinkable accidents and incidents. No hackers, and not even Cyberforce, have been able to catch he.
だから、ヒー君は伝説なんだよ。
まさに電脳世界の神。ネット上の架空の存在。
違うわ。
実体もなければ、肉体もない。
That's impossible. I'm right here.
ないからこそ、そこに不可能もない。
That can't be. He protected me from a stalker on the net. When I released the virus I made as a prank, he said, "Stop, this is your last warning," and deleted all the pertinent data, And my other data was, if you oppose he, he'll send you an email that says, you can't escape my gaze. Eventually you'll start hearing a voice even in real life and hear footsteps creeping up from behind you. I won't do that ever again. What's more, there's been no one who's seen him. My cousin's friend said she's met he in real life, but she won't introduce me to him no matter how many times I ask. There's an infinite amount of rumor-laden stories, but there's not one reliable instance of anyone having actually encountered he in real life. There are also rumors that his true identity is the master hacker known as the Prophet Isaiah. But even at times when the latter was inactive, things that could only be attributed to he occurred. And there's countless imposters who call themselves he. It's clear that they're just attention whores who've gotten themselves arrested, their hacking skills clearly not matching up to those of the legendary he. Do I have substance? Do I not exist? I compare my outward appearance to the many pictures of he on the net. Match, 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 match. All of the information supports Aya's statement. If that's the case, then just who is the me that's right here, right now? Did I shed my physical body, and when? Or did I really never have a physical body to begin with? Is the sense of touch in my fingertips just pseudo-data that was created on a computer? Is the being I call myself itself just fake?
しっかりして！あなたは現実に存在するのよ！そのことは、私がよく知ってるわ。
She clings to me, as if she's trying to demonstrate that my sense of touch actually is real. But is her weight that I can feel through my arm actually real? Or is this also nothing more than data? Well, let's go ahead and trust her for now. All the information only points to me being a virtual being. In short, I'm just a program. The sadness I felt at losing her was also nothing more than a fabricated fake memory. But who planted it there, and for what reason?
He!
Even Ishtar's grief-stricken voice is nothing more than a sham. As I feel a sensation like myself beginning to be divided into bits of ones and zeros, my thoughts come to a halt. Well, that was really abrupt. And it looks like we've done a little over a third. Bad end 1. Aya. Okay, well. The information is right, but it's true that all the information only points to me being a virtual being. Logically, I should acknowledge Aya's words as being correct. But there's no way in hell that I'm fake. I'm right here. If it's just false data, then why did she die? Is she saying that the sadness and rage I felt at losing her was all a lie? I won't accept that. I can't accept that. I'm right here, and I will avenge her. I can say with confidence that that's the proof I exist. Suddenly, Aya's expression disappears.
そう。それが答えなのね。
It seems she was somehow able to read my will, full of refusal.
これ以上、私の世界を破壊しようとするなら。
The scene before my eyes is suddenly distorted.
ヒーさん。あなたを排除します。
Noise runs through the small fairy's body.
あれあれあれ、どう
She fades and disappears as if a sandstorm had run through her and erased her. Ishtar's shouts echo bitterly. In the darkness, evil spirits of rivers and mountains run rampant. This is bad. Bad. Bad! My body moves faster than I can think. I put all my power into the grips of my guns and quickly take aim. Or at least I try, but in that instant the world's image changes yet again. It's my familiar room.